Morning, Papua New Guinea. It's 6:15. Lo Gero Stage 3 to for market. I woke up in the morning and Miyoko go through Facebook one of them about there. There's a complaint out on social media that a public area in Ley somewhere, a park or field, it's been fenced. So me got one blah ting na just a quick short video. Why are we giving public state land, commercial state land? Why are we giving it to foreigners? Why don't you go give him ground long? Malaysians na, especially commercial land. Me no talk residential area one and bad. Commercial area number. Why you make give all stuff? Because Papua New Guinea, you may go to SME na, you may go to business na, making our people rich and improving their livelihoods. But rent na, this like something. It's part of it's one of the main expenses in startups and small businesses. And Papua New Guineans, local SMEs, it's really hard for them to acquire land or some decent office setup number there. But yet, all foreigners are taking over this land as if it doesn't, it's no big deal there. All the lands. I'm in Gero, and if you go down to Gero bus stop, the heart of Gero, this is like the main shopping center. What we call Gero is just opposite Gero High School. All that is foreign owned, and we all go and do our shoppings there. I don't know about Waigani. I think Waigani, all of main area, Waigani shopping area, Tokara, Ola. And come to think of it, all of that is foreign owned. Now all start fencing or legally called park, all playgrounds, the beach fronts, everywhere now. Everywhere in urban centers or good commercial buildings and properties. It's foreign owned now. So let's me blame me by operate lower. Mr. Lo 24, yeah? This is 24 market. And these mothers and these, vendors have been here since I don't know when. And they'll still be like that. They'll still sell their boys. Police bakam broken my Lemflips market, doll, kick him, moleski, blongol, but make him stop. And yet, one Asian who doesn't know how to speak English or Pidgin too, probably is coming on a tourist visa. And then tomorrow, remember only one blah. Nice Pelligablo, Boroko, Gorenso, Waiganio. Now this all let me blame me or operate lower. Me no understand him this law. So our SMEs are basically on Facebook and social media. They're baking cakes and selling it online. When they come out with the eskies to the markets and roadsides, they've been kicked by police and NCD and all these people. Morning. So, where these people will operate from? All by operate lo bush, all by operate lo swamp, or happy or China na Kongkong fencing staff. So let's me operate lo where. We talk about SME, but they have to have a physical address. They can't operate out of Gero State 6 or 3 or 1. Customers are not here. Customers on main shopping area, lovely mia. Hey, it's foreign owned everywhere, and now they're still getting it. All working class and all this layer, forget about commercial land. When you want to get a house title or land title or this layer, we will have to follow up for 25 years, and then when we die, our kids will follow up for that same title, and then we will be told that papers are missing, or postman sick, or ink is finished, or printer bagarap, and we'll go come. But I just, how it's so easy for a foreigner to get prime land in PNG. True, me foul. They're still getting prime land. And we are waking up with our ice blocks on the roadside, with our eskies. Lemflips Market, Lilik Box, buy me stapos and yet all this good luck ground there, making business, building more SME, empowering more Papua New Guinea, enriching more citizens, building economy, we keep the Kina inside the country. All of that we are giving it through leasing lands to foreigners. Minu sabe, workflow lands department or whose job is it? Me foul tuna, me just ask him to, me lose him up. But I'm saying this because one of the main expense items, startups or illegal SME, rent, the office space, location. And apparently, all of that location, good location, you may give him companies here. So this is what's going to happen. Our little SMEs will try their best to make at least 15,000 a month to afford a decent office space, operating area, somewhere in the main shopping centers or main business districts, believe me, in the country. And they'll forever make that foreigner rich through the rent. Now all but struggle, go, and they'll give up. Or all foreigner but just come by ground chol listen chol Papua New Guineans in Papua New Guinea, in our own land, we will make them rich by leasing their properties, by leasing their land, our land. I'm not saying it's wrong to give them land, but please, I will kiss him over the ground and me foul too. Is there a process? Can we just amend the law so something that foreigners should not own land, especially business or partnership or kind of thing? It's crazy. They're fencing cricket fields, they're fencing public amenities, they're fencing churches, they're fencing playgrounds. Hey, you'll fence him over up. Before Logeru, there was Papindo on one side, Garamut, and TST on the other side, and then there was this public area. Now they're fencing that whole place up. It's a little Bangladesh in there. We need a passport to go into that little place over there. They're fencing it at night with customs and clearance, and it's no longer all of these things here. It's really hard now. Please, suppose this is an appeal to the government and the legislation and all of this. Look at this. Just re-look at this. If we don't own land, if we don't own commercial prime land, and if we're just giving it away indiscriminately, how can PNG businesses make it? How can PNG businesses make it? Me foul now. By me operate la also. Because me play come side lo road and police lo. Party me play na running me play stop And facilitation of land acquisition, commercial land acquisition by foreigners in PNG, man, that's just working automatically. It's just smoothly, it flows. But me talk even residential areas in Morata or some swamp places here, you can't get the title of that land. Papua New Guineans can't get the title. But an Asian or a foreigner can just land at Jackson's Airport tomorrow, and no Savelo speak English, read or write. Tomorrow Cholem go inside the lands department he owns a land in Borokoya. My goodness, how is that happening? Our leaders in parliament, please, you guys need to people are looking, just relook at the Lands Act and appeal to the good Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands Minister, John Rosso, everyone in cabinet, parliament. We can't make it. We can't be successful in business and SME and all of this if we don't own land there. By me making business, where will we make these SME businesses if people are giving commercial state land easily, freely, wantonly to people with money under dubious circumstances? Now they're even fencing fields and playgrounds. My goodness. Papua New Guineans, if you want to sell ice block or do something there, they'll chase us out. But some foreigner can come and fence these public amenities. How about you me? How will we get ourselves out of poverty? We need to really look at this. If you actually look at, I don't know, maybe foreigners probably account for less than 2%
Right.
of any town or city in PNG.
98% there.
But if you look at probably 40 to 50% of the prime commercial real estate land in our cities and urban centers, it's foreign owned. I'm here to look for boy, and I see these people every day waking up saying, "But when will they own a land? When will they look up to something? Because our laws and our policies and our regulations are favorable to Papua New Guineans. It's easy for them to, build up. So they've just given up hope. They can't buy land. That's the mentality. That's the mindset all got now, and the kids are also gonna adopt that because it's hard there. Look, me blame. All this good, nice play. Them all Filipino na China na Malaysia na Bangladesh na whoever. You mean by misalim ice block na lem flaps or road salt for the rest of our lives because we will not own any of this. They'll get it. They'll pass it down to their children. And me black hole swamp na stop to even build a little, mice box house and beko cab na ibig tomorrow.
Na mix respecting you or respecting.
Oh, please, Papua New Guinea. We need to really look at this. Land and property, important something, no business.
Thank you,
boss. Kissing business study, I don't understand that, but I'm just saying. From what I know, you need a office location, you need an area to operate from, and rent and land and these things are very important considerations. So SMEs now, I'm just thinking, where will they operate from? We keep on saying SMEs. Where are they going to operate from if we're giving this land and commercial something law? All foreigners. Anyway, give him ground, nothing stop now. I think by me go place long all na stop. Where we gonna? It's just hard, land creates wealth. Land ownership creates wealth, especially within urban areas and townships. Papua New Guineans need to own land. We need to. If there's a law, it's just a consent me regime. I don't know what the law says about all this. Maybe I'll have a man with this. But if the law is anti-Papua New Guinean, then we need to change that. This is our country. Come on. We can't be spectators. And it starts with land ownership. They come here, they own a land. They just arrive here, Mitoka. We've been living here for 48 years as a country now. They arrived last week and they already own a land. Oh, please. And we will be dreaming of becoming rich in our land, not our hair. We will be dreaming of becoming rich in our own land when our prime land we don't actually own. I appeal again to Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso, Pango government plus our parliamentarians. Parliament is the legislative arm. Please, someone look into our Lands Act or land laws, believe me, and make it at least favorable. Make it pro-nationalist. I'm not saying you pick them or one but make it, put in place measures that, encourage and promote local ownership of prime commercial state land. Well, you see, sorry, Brian, excuse me. That's Gero State Street B field there. Basketball court there. Now all contractor building them all. That's the State Street B field there. If I fence that tomorrow, all back I'm rousing. But one blood Chinese come fence him. And no more there. Also fence him so, And no more. China him ground now. And no more. They fenced everything. Everything in Gero they've already fenced. Over there the Bangladesh have fenced it and made it their capital in Gero. You need a passport and a visa to go through that gate. It's a little Bangladesh over there. Previously, Papindo, TST, Garamut stop time, go come. They closed the little. Now they fenced the entire thing. They own the road. They own all of that in there. It's really hard there. We need to change our lands. We own land. That's why we are rich. That's why we have capital. Even if we don't have money or want them, land is capital. That's the basis on which we can build. Or if they even let's own it. Let Papua New Guineans own it, and let foreign businesses lease it from us. Why do we have to give ownership to them? Is something I'm. Of course, they have the money. Yes, no doubt. And if money is the only measure or criteria by which land acquisition people qualify, then obviously all the land is going to be foreign owned because they have money. We don't. We need to relook at the law. If we are serious about promoting and raising the quality of lives, building our SMEs and local businesses, we need to really look at land ownership in our towns and urban centers. We really need to look at that. Because all SME amitoka, they can't operate from the swamp, but on a style of place sing blongol na operating office. They need to operate out of this, accessible, publicly accessible prime areas, yeah. And that can happen if we're just giving it freely and indiscriminately to foreigners. Anyway, and Parliament, please look at this. We can't be saying SME and local business ownership and all these things. Where these business transactions take place, these office areas and these kaibas and these restaurants and these workshops and these whatever, that land is foreign owned. So by me starting business na ogra money, by me pay mo some rent go all foreigner na, still they'll make money and we'll be breaking our backs sweating to meet the rent. Or they own the land and they do whatever business they want and we just be customers, spectators. We need to stop giving land there. We just need to stop giving land to foreigners. This has to stop. Please, I'm ground you can we stop? How by me making business now? My goodness. Anyway, good morning. This has to stop. Seriously, this has to stop. We need to review this. Maybe, I don't know, but, it seems it's so easier. They can arrive here and 2 weeks later own land there, and we will still wait for that land title near that piece of 5x5 land near the swamp here. We will wait for that title for how many years? Can we look at this, please? If the government, if Parliament, if our leaders are serious about improving the quality of our citizens' lives and raising our living standards and welfare, can we actually review the Lands Act now? Can ownership be in partnership with local businesses, especially land ownership? Leasing of state, commercial, public, prime land there. That we need to really look at that. Because that actually is the basis on which wealth creation, that's where businesses start. That's how business ideas, that's what motivates. But when that is already owned by, suppose me own him, if I come into ownership of a little, block of land in somewhere between, say, King Kakaruk and R&R, then automatically me switch on here. What do? I need I'm making kaiba, or I'm making on the retail shop, or I'm making on the saloon, or barber shop, or printing shop. Because land come now, thinking as a kiraplo, making more something here. But over a land all kishim stuff now. All our SME idea is around baking cakes and selling it online. I don't know. What other things can we do? Well, maybe you may just go back to place na, plant him coconuts na, cacao na, coffee na, give him all town na, city law, Asians na, foreigners. What do we do? I'm not against foreign investment. I'm not bad. Look, it's just too anti-Papua New Guinea. The way land titles and all of this is issued, it's just too anti-local, anti-national. Morning. So I think that we need to review that. Through real wealth creation, the motivation, the inspiration, and the incentive to go into business and all of that. It will come when we start to own good, prime. Papua New Guinea start to own these lands, own these, locations, state lease and all of that. Now, yeah, all fencing, all playground, all fencing, all training, or parks and Solwara too, beachside fronts too, they're fencing it and they're owning it, and we can't access our own beaches. We can't play
Primary school now go
in parliamentarians. I think you plus a goal Australian. Your life is okay, so you don't know. This doesn't affect you, so you don't talk about it. But seriously, if there's a law that needs to be changed, why can't we look at this? Why can't we review this? Why can't we look at why and how is it possible for foreigners to just come in and own land tomorrow here, please? How is that possible? You try and go to China, Beijing, or I don't know, Hong Kong or wherever, or Malaysia, or one of these countries, and you try own a prime land. You try own a land like Tamlolo, Bismillah, or you try own a land somewhere in, Gordon's Blongolo, Waigani Blongolo, Town Blongolo. You fit by your own land long up. But yeah, they trample on us. They just smile through customs. They don't need to speak English, pidgin, or write any of that too. You give me 10 toya, flower bola. No change, no change. We don't know how to. And how do they even fill up these applications to go and get the land in the first place? Anyway. That's what's happening in PNG right now. So, listen me. By me operate lo social media tool. By me operate lo social media tool na, make our online businesses only. The physical businesses and the physical addresses and locations, the parks and the fields and all of this, it's been taken over. There's a land grab happening in most centers in PNG now. Land grab. Those foreigners who are here already all talking about Narblal, Poroblongole, hey, must be a misiloksim ground there, Kalab Nakam. So they're just coming in. They know the way, they know the system, they know all these things. So they're just grabbing any piece of land. Anyway, Emtasolna, have a good Friday, everyone. And think about what I said. And send this to your representatives in parliament so they raise this. You can't be rich if you don't own land in PNG, especially prime state commercial land. We'll be still selling boy and running Tagabox and doing this for the rest of our lives.